Hello, my lovely, wonderful people. Welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Ever since President Bwala Tinubu's emergence as the president of this country, Senator Ndume never rests. Ever since Tinubu became president for this country, Senator Ndume never rests. Either he's blasting Tinubu from one end, he has been giving Tinubu from front, back, left and center. He made a comment recently where he said that it seems that President Bwala Tinubu has been caged inside the presidential villa, because it seems that the president is not aware of the current situation outside the presidential villa, where he pointed to the fact that some certain forces are holding the president back. And the president is showing lack of concern over the security challenges plunging the country and the president's failure to tackle poverty, to tackle hunger, insecurity, and other pressing issues in the country. Now we have Daniel Bwala, who is an ex-aide to the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who has also queried Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume for his recent comment on President Bwala Tinubu. Now, the Senate Chief Whip had in an interview with Arise TV claimed that Tinubu had been caged in the Aso Rock by people with selfish interests because Tinubu is not aware of the sufferings of Nigerians. Tinubu is not aware of the hunger Nigerians are facing. And he made this complaint, and his complaint has drawn reactions from so many persons. In fact, a lot of people have been commenting on Senator Ali Ndume's comment on the president. And now we have Daniel Bwala, who has also, said that by now it will be safe to say that Senator Ali Ndume's media rounds and outbursts are personal and selfish. It appears to be about his interest and his president for gaslighting and gasstanding. The president who see who he wants to see when he wants to see him or her. If you feel you have something to tell him about the masses and the economy, but you cannot see him, then you have the option of conveying the same message via the Senate President, the Chief of Staff, or even the Vice President who comes from the same state with you. Mr. Daniel Bwala also added that Senator Ndume's recent conduct must be embarrassing to the Vice President Kashim Shettima. Also noted that the use of these words are not necessary. Is it now that you are just realizing that Nigerians are suffering? You are a latecomer. Pack well, distinguished senator. Mr. Daniel Bwala says, guys, this is interesting. So I must say this is a face-off between Daniel Bwala and Ali Ndume. I mean, it's like a war of words between the both of them. Although Ali Ndume is yet to react to Daniel Bwala's statement, but we know Daniel Bwala to be one of President Bwala Tinubu's praise singers. So it's expected, Daniel will support and also fight for the president, fight on behalf of the president against Ali Ndume's brutal words on Bwala Tinubu. And now we have Daniel Bwala, who have also countered the words of Ali Ndume. But I must say, it's not surprising that Daniel Bwala has now become the mouthpiece and the defender of President Bwala Tinubu. This is someone Daniel Bwala before 2023 elections was, castigating Tinubu, saying Tinubu is a drug dealer. There's nothing Daniel Bwala did not say against President Bwala Tinubu. But now that the elections are over, I guess Daniel has pinched his tent with the president now that his principal, Atiku Abubakar, did not win the elections because he was the presidential campaign spokesperson of Atiku Okowa during the 2023 presidential election. Now that the elections are over, I think Daniel Bwala is also looking for some political favors from the president. And ever since the inauguration, Daniel has been speaking in favor of the president, whether good or bad. Daniel is there, always backing and supporting the president. And Atiku, noticed that and rebuked Daniel Bwala and said, this is not my aide. He is no longer my aide because, we tend to see all these belle-faced politicians everywhere. Once it comes to the ruling party, they hail the person. And then if another administration comes aboard, they will still hail the person. So I mean, we have the supporters of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu everywhere, but coming from Daniel Bwala to, counter what Senator Ndume has said, well, it's quite understanding. I understand where he's coming from. Daniel Bwala is like the second of Femi Fani Kayode. Yes, the both are now, they are now like birds of the same feathers because they are performing similar functions, defending the president's name. But then for Senator Ndume's outburst on the president, I don't really know where it's coming from because although not that he's lying or anything, he has been speaking facts that the president hasn't been responding to the pressing issues that Nigerians are facing. These are facts. These are facts. But a lot of people will see it as him attacking the president in one way or the other. And then we've read meanings to Ali Ndume's statement because he seems to be, among the senators that attacks this Tinubu's government. And which leads to a question. Had it been Tinubu was a northerner, would Ali Ndume, be reacting, be showing this kind of reaction? Had it been Tinubu was a northerner, would Nigerians see this kind of reactions from Ali Ndume? Is it because Tinubu is not a northerner? That's why they've been tackling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And a lot of people have said that his comment on the president is, is a derogatory comment on for a person like him, a distinguished senator like him. It's quite insensitive for him to make such a statement, such harmful statement to the ruling party, where he also belongs to, and also to the president, because of the economic hardship, the insecurity, the unemployment, and the poverty in the nation. So my country people, we have Daniel Bwala, who has in turn backed the president against Ali Ndume's Ali Ndume's utterances on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We tend to see this face-off, and more face-off and more trades of words amongst these two are yet to come, as we are yet to see more events unfold. The same Ali Ndume said that Tinubu's government is being run by thieves. Tinubu's government is being run by thieves and criminals instead of competent individuals, instead of competent citizens. It's being run by corrupt persons. That's why the Tinubu's administration is not going forward, and we tend to read meanings into these things. I mean, these are facts. These are what's happening. We tend to see them. But the question would be, Senator Ndume attacking President Tinubu, is it because of his genuine interest for Nigerians or because of his personal interest? That's the big question there. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section.